My mom's inside the house. Yeah. She's inside with the painters. I booked the painters and like today was the day that he came. I'm like, hi, welcome. My son opened his door and the doorknob went through the door, through the wall. So he's had a hole in the wall because I booked them 2 months ago to come fix it. Anyways, very big day, exciting. Come to a child's pose. I told him, I was like, you're gonna see some stuff going on. It's all good. Let your knees go wide, your big toes come together. The elements of nature. Embrace it. Yeah. Spread your lower back. We need to get yoga, outside yoga equipment, attire. You're gonna get a onesie, a fleece onesie to practice in. Anchor through your hands. Create a lift of your forearms. Take a deep breath in through your nose. A full breath out. Anchor through your hands, curl your toes into the mat, lift your hips to a dog. Take a shorter down dog today, though. I want you to walk your feet in about 2 or 3 inches closer than you normally would have. Yes, your hands are still the width of the mat, index fingers forward. So it's a tighter, shorter, downward facing dog. Yeah. And you may or may not have a little bit more success with getting your heels to get a little closer to the floor. So everybody bend their knees in half just for a second. Yeah, just bend them in half. So your butt gets real high and your knees bend. Your outer arms and triceps begin to grip in. So your knees are bent in half. That's it. Now breathe your hips high up off your shoulders and start to slowly straighten your legs. So you're in a shorter, tighter, downward facing dog. You're still there. Let your head hang free. Relax your jaw, relax your face. Begin to pick a drishti point, something to focus on. And I find most of the time your drishti is going to change throughout the practice. It's just impossible to stay focused the entire time. So in the shorter, tighter, downward facing dog, okay, breathe your right leg up, only hip height, and do it really, really slow. Flex your right foot really strong and draw the pit of the belly in and up. Grip your left hip in, plug down. Flex your right foot so strong that you feel like you're going to push your foot through the space behind you. Don't open your hip. So square it off more. That's it. Slow motion, start to lower your right foot. When you lower it, I want you to hover your right toes an inch. So don't, yep, hover it an inch, hover it an inch, hover it an inch, and then lower the right foot down. So in slow motion, breathe your left foot up and your left leg up, but do it really, really slow so you feel the right side of your body beginning to activate. Your outer right hip gripping in, your hands pressing firm. Your belly drawing in and the side ribs engaging. Just hold. Plug down. Very slowly start to lower the left foot, but let the left toes hover. Hover the ground an inch or two. Let the left foot come down. Walk your feet out, regular dog. So they just go back a couple inches now. Yeah, your feet are about hips width distance. That looks good, Tracy. Your outer arms wrap in. You have to tuck your sweatshirt into your pants. It's like a whole situation. Yeah, so if you tuck your sweatshirt into your pants and pull your pants up really high, you'll be set. Okay, so now roll forward to plank position. So I always buy really cute yoga clothes, but I don't invest in really cute running clothes. I don't give a crap what I look like. So you tuck everything in anyways. What does it matter? Yeah. Outside activities. Okay, so I need you to take the round out of your back. How do you do that? Breathe your chest through your arms. Bring more weight forward onto your tippy toes and bring your eyes to the front edge of your mat. Hold. If you're here and you're like, this is really not fun, drop your knees and support yourself. Yeah, it's not about blowing yourself out of the water. It's about finding what you need on your mat. Listen to your body. Energetically breathe more weight forward. There you go. Feel your hands plug down. Draw the pit of the belly in and up. Look forward, Steph, just a little bit. It's going to help take the round out. There you go. Feel your hands, Jenna. Spread them. There you go. You're still in plank. More weight forward. Keep your arms straight and your legs straight. Hips up and back, down dog. Plank position, come all the way forward. All the way forward into plank. Yeah. Breathe your chest. So it almost feels like you can pull your chest through your body, and then there's a spreading of your collarbone. Happy Wednesday. I love plank. Bend your elbows in half, chaturanga. Drop your knees if you need support. Re-straighten your arms, plank position. Hips up and back, down dog. Roll forward, plank position. Drop your knees so they're directly behind you. So they're not underneath you, they're behind you. Curl your toes into the mat. Actually do this. Kick your heels up towards your butt and cross your ankles. There you go, cross your ankles. Just pick a cross, doesn't matter. Draw your belly in. Now practice breathing your chest through your body and pull your collarbone apart. Keep your neck neutral. Now bend your elbows in half, chaturanga. You could do a micro bend movement too. Re-straighten your arms, keep your knees down. Do it again, bend your elbows, supported chaturanga. Re-straighten your arms, supported plank. Keep going, supported chaturanga. Re-straighten your arms, supported plank. Two more. Bend your elbows, supported chaturanga. Re-straighten your arms, supported plank. Last one, bend your elbows for now at least. Re-straighten your arms, supported plank. Uncurl the toes, activate your legs, plank position. Yep, plank. Hips up and back, dog. Look to the top, step your right foot all the way forward and through, come to your fingertips. Step your left foot to meet it. Long spine on the inhale, just reminding you if your lower back sensitive, separate your feet a little bit. Yeah. Hands can also rest on the front of your shins. You got it. Weight is forward. Exhale, fold into yourself. Do that again. Long spine prepares you, hands either to the floor or on your shins. Keep the weight forward. Exhale, fold into yourself. Let your head go. Last time's the charm. Press into your hands, into the front of the shins, long spine. Exhale, fold in half. Root to rise, come all the way up. Maybe you get a head rush, win-win. Drag your hands to prayer. Drop your arms. Good. Arms reach straight up towards the sky, look up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your weight pull you forward. Long spine to prepare you. So look forward with your eyes and create some space. Step, step to plank. I know some of you are really eager, but just step, step, plank. Stand deep. Take your hands just a tiny bit wider. There you go. Bend your elbows in half, chaturanga. Or you can fake it. Yeah, you could fake chaturanga. It's just yoga. Up dog opens you. Press through the tops of the feet. The legs are strong. The arms are strong. You got it. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Your arms stay really strong. They're a strong anchor. Look to the top of the mat. You can step your feet there for this next one. Just step. Yeah. When you arrive, long spine, weight stays forward. Exhale, fold into yourself. Root to rise, come all the way up. Anchor, get grounded, get yourself together. Drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. It's a clean start each time. It's kind of cool. Arms stretch straight up. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold. Let your weight carry you forward. Long spine, set yourself up for success here. Step. If you feel like you need to hop, you're always going to land with bent elbows to a chaturanga. Up dog pulls you through. Hips up and back, downward facing. Breathe. So Jenna, when you come through up dog, be really mindful that you're not jamming into your low back. Okay. I'd rather your legs, if they're going to stay down, keep your knees down rather than your thighs. Okay. because it's pretty deep back bend. Anchor your arms, your hands, look to the top, step, or float your feet there. Long spine, keep the weight forward. Exhale, fold into yourself. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag your hands to prayer, drop your arms. Keep going. Arms reach up, look up a little. Dive over, bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Come to the fingertips, prepare yourself. Step, if you're gonna float, it's a seamless transition to a chaturanga. Upward facing, open up, arms straight. There you go. Hips up and back, down dog. Each time's a new opportunity to restart. Yeah, you just have to get out of your own way. Anchor, look where you want to go, step or float to the top. Get there light. Long spine, keep the weight forward. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. We look really excited. Yeah, drag your hands to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms reach up. Dive in half over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare. Step, or float through your vinyasa. Upward facing, drag yourself through, like really feeling your chest lead. Hips up and back, downward facing. Roll forward to plank. You know something good's coming. Lift your right foot an inch from the ground and flex your foot strong. Now, when you do it, try and do it so very little movement has occurred. So your right foot's just hovering an inch and flex the foot. Your waist draws in and up. Your outer sides of your body are engaged. Your hands plugged down. Good. Point your right toes. Hug the right knee straight in, scoop out your belly. Keep your arms straight up and down. Good. Look forward with your eyes. Land your right foot smack towards the top edge of the mat. Walk your right foot a little to the right. Be on your fingertips. Yeah, let's drop the back knee down for just a moment and then sweep your arms straight up towards the sky. So come up like this supported lunge. It's good to just kind of adjust, assess the body in the morning, see where you are. So if it doesn't feel good for you, there's two things you can do. You can kind of pull out of it a little bit and be less in the front leg. If you want a little bit more psoas action, get heavier in the front thigh. Yeah. Good. Interlace your hands over the top of your head, just like this. Actually, rest your clasped hands on the top of your head. Simon says, rest your hands on the top of your head. Good. Then press the insteps of the palms towards the sky. Draw the lower belly in and up. Yeah. Good. Without using your hands, okay? Integrate your back left knee from the ground and slowly start to fire it up. So the arms are moving up, the lower half of the body is engaged, your right hip is hugging in. If your arms are not capable of going straight, just keep a little bend to them. Press strong to the insteps of the palms as you reach straight up towards the sky. Move your hip points forward. Breathe. Fix your eyes on something that's not moving. Split your hands apart. So have your hands like shoulder width distance a little wider if you're tighter in the shoulders. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Claw the mat with your fingertips. You can also just slide blocks underneath your hands if you need them. Let your left leg pop up only hip height and fold into yourself. Let your head go. So it's not about how deep you go. It's about keeping the alignment in the body. Melt your torso. Let your head go heavy. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. Keep your hips squared. Flex your left foot strong. Come to the fingertips. Prepare a long spine. Turn the back foot on a little angle. Take a giant step back into low first warrior. So don't come up yet. Arrange your feet so it's wide enough and long enough and your back toes are pretty much pivoted forward. You got it, Lucy. Turn your back toes more towards, there you go, towards the front edge of the mat. Reach your arms back and hover. The nature here is your right hip likes to pop out. So grip it underneath you. Spin the left ribs forward. Turn your palms just down. So there's a hugging of your shoulder blades. Anchor that back leg and that front thigh, and then come out and up, warrior one. There's a steering of your left waist forward. Yeah. And the outer blade of your back foot presses really firm into the mat. Keep bending into that front thigh. I thought it was me. Breathe. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Step to a plank and hold. Hold plank position. Halfway to a chaturanga, or just pause and plank if you're happy with that. Pull yourself through a smooth up dog. Pause in your up dog if you're able to. Recurl the toes, press to a chaturanga. If you need to drop your knees, you drop your knees. Re-straighten your arms to a plank position. Good. Lift the left foot, flex the foot. Hover it from the ground 1 inch. Outer triceps grip in, belly draws in. Now point your left toes, get active with it. Hug your left knee straight into the center line of your body. Keep your arms straight up and down. Fix your eyes on one spot. Look forward with your eyes, step your left foot all the way forward and through. Come to your fingertips, scoot the left foot a little to the left, then drop your back knee so it's on a little angle. So it kind of goes behind you. Then curl your arms up. Yeah. Breathe your chest forward. Interlace your hands over the top of your head. If you could remember your grip, good luck. So bend your elbows like this and place your hands on the top of your head first. Hip points forward, and then go ahead and press the insteps of the palms up. So you're kind of growing your torso towards the sky. Fix your eyes. If you're bouncing all over the place with your focus, just slow things down. Grip your left hip in strong. So the action here is really slow. Start to lift the back knee very slowly, tighten up the quadricep, the hamstring, the glute, and then you rise in your own way to this crescent lunge. Keep reaching your arms up, those clasped hands pressing through the sky. Hip points forward, you got it. High on the ball of your back foot. Separate your hands to the shoulder width distance if they're not already there. Breathe. Breathe yourself upright. Hands come down to claw the mat, like literally claw the mat, and then make a connection with your torso and your left thigh. As your back leg starts to lift up, only hip height. Breathe your right thigh up as you drape your torso down. You got it. So see if you can even get your torso closer to the front of your thigh. And that may require you having to bend your left knee a little in order to do that. Let your head go. Let your thoughts go, more importantly. Come to your fingertips, long spine. Pause for a second. So turn those back toes just a tiny bit open. And then take a giant step back into a low first warrior. So don't pop up yet. Arrange your feet so it's wide enough and long enough. So Jenna, take your back right foot and walk it more towards Amy. And then turn your right toes more towards me. Good. Arms then sweep back alongside your body. Palms always face down. Heavy on your front thigh. Active in your back leg. Then you rise, warrior one. So widen the stance. So walk this foot more towards him. There you go. So the old way of teaching yoga was that you were heel to heel in warrior one, but think about your pelvis and how you need movement. That wouldn't feel so good. We're in the new way. We're in the new era. I don't know what that is, but it's newer. It's better. Anchor. Get heavy on your front thigh. Use the outer blade of your back foot. We're going to move in a second. So just feel the effects of holding first warrior. Getting grounded. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Plank position. When you get to plank, I need you to lower slowly through a chaturanga. Then pull yourself through a very deliberate up dog, no jerky movements or baby cobra. Recurl the toes, chaturanga. Re-straighten your arms to a plank. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat, step or float your feet there. Long spine, keep your weight forward. Exhale, fold. Sit into chair. Definitely split your feet apart a little if your lower back is sensitive. Yeah, your arms are moving up, your lower body is going down. You're creating a natural curve in your lower back. Stick your butt way back. Dive over bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine prepares you. Step or float through your vinyasa. So now it's your own. You do what feels good. Up dog. Hips up and back, downward facing. The right foot lands, the back foot turns. Warrior one. If you have an aversion to warrior one, you take crescent lunge. Hands come down to frame your front foot, plank position. Chaturanga if it's there for you. Up dog is smooth. Hips up and back, down dog. The left foot lands, the back foot turns. Warrior one. Hands to the floor, plank position. Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog, smooth operation. Hips up and back, downward facing. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Look to the top of the mat. Step or float your feet there. Long spine, weight is forward. Exhale, fold into yourself. Sit into a strong chair, weight moves into your heels. You get the opportunity to contemplate life right here in this chair. Yeah. Shoot up to stand up. Yes. Use that energy. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms from the top. Here we go. Arms reach up. Sit deep. Chair. Dive over bent legs. Forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine sets you up. Step or float through your vinyasa. Upward facing. Anchor. Hips up and back, down dog. Seamless transitions, right foot forward, back foot turns, warrior one. You're not flying through, you're moving slow enough that you can feel. Hands come down, plank, chaturanga. Upward facing, you can skip all this too. Hips up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns, warrior one. Keep it moving. Hands come down, plank position. Upward facing. Nice, Rima. Hips up and back, down dog. Breathe. This is that band, the Glass Animals. I think they're pretty awesome. Look where you want to go. Step or float your feet to the top of the mat. Long spine, keep the weight forward. Exhale, fold. Sit chair, weight moves into your heels. Shoot up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Here we go. With excitement, arms reach up, sit deep, chair. It's always easier from the top. Yeah. Dive over bent legs, forward fold. Long spine sets you up. Step or float through your vinyasa. Upward facing. Hips up and back, downward facing. Right foot lands, back foot turns, warrior one. Hands come down, plank. Choose what you want here. Maybe you need to add an extra push-up to warm up. Up dog. Hips up and back, down dog. Left foot lands, back foot turns, warrior one. Hands come down, plank position. Chaturanga, upward facing point. Hips up and back, downward facing. Good, roll forward to plank. Float your right foot an inch and flex your toes. Yeah. Right knee is gonna go shoot to the outside of your right tricep. Don't get caught up on having to bring your leg all the way there. A little bit is sometimes more. If it's too intense, you could always drop your left knee in a tabletop. Yeah. Keep looking forward. Straight in towards the center line, hug your right knee straight in. Scoop out your belly. Listen carefully, float your right foot back to a three-legged plank. Lower the right foot plank position. Float the left foot up an inch. Left knee, left tricep, just in the general direction. Keep feeling your hands press down. They're straight up and down. Scoop out your belly, hug your left knee straight in. Left leg back, three-legged plank. Flex the foot. Plank position. Hips up and back dog. You seem to really all like that. Roll forward, plank position. Yeah. Hug your right knee straight in this time. Step the right foot smack in between your hands. Turn your back foot on a strong angle. Circle up warrior two. So you're gonna go open hips, and everyone's kind of going different directions, which makes it kind of unique and cool. Wrap your right thigh open. Make sure your left toes are on an angle forward a little. Yes. Roll your right thigh open. Yes. So just make sure this is one case. We want our front foot to intersect with our back left toes. So Tandeep, make sure that that front foot is in line with your back left arch. There you go. And pivot your left toes like an inch more towards me. And I think it's going to be a little more comfortable. There you go. And then get heavy in your legs as you drop down. Soften your shoulders. And I actually like changing my dristi here. Look towards your back left hand. Breathe your collarbone and your chest open. Press strong through your back left leg. There you go. Let your eyes start to drift back to its natural, dristi point. Most of the times it's forward or down the center. So looking a different way sometimes throws us off. So here we are, we're in a strong warrior two. Everyone looks wonderful and great. So you're gonna go ahead and rest your right arm. Actually, I don't want you to rest it. I want you to hover it. So it's like hovering your right arm to the top of your right thigh with your palm facing open. So it's not actually resting on it. The left arm's gonna extend up and then come wrapping up and over. So it's like hovering extended side angle. Yes, modified extended side angle. So make sure your right arm, Erica, is not resting on your right thigh. It's hovering. So get heavy in your legs, turn your bottom ribs, and grip your right hip in strong. Circle the left arm in front of the face, pull up warrior two. Yeah, get heavier in your legs. This time, rest your arm on the top of the thigh. Yep. Slide the left arm up and then wrap it up and forward. Grip your right hip under you. So when you reach your left arm up and forward towards the front edge of the mat, turn your left bicep down. Yeah. So your baby finger pivots towards the ground. There you go. Nice work. Your left arm's like a bow and arrow. It's strong and straight. So as you hold this pose, your right hip likes to pop out. Grip it underneath you. Circle the left arm in front of the face. Come up, strong warrior two. Look forward, take it to the floor, vinyasa. Upward facing pulls you through. Hips up and back, down dog. Roll forward to plank, hug your left knee straight in. Land your left foot smack, turn your back foot on a strong angle, come on up, warrior two. Yeah. Take a second to arrange the positioning of your feet. Your left knee tracks open. I go even a tiny bit bigger, Lucy, with the stance. Yeah, because you want to think about a squat and letting your tailbone drop completely down. Yeah, so your side body is straight up and down. There's no turning your ribs in this pose. So notice where your dristi goes, and now let's change it a little. Look towards the back arm. Yeah. Good, breathe that back arm open. Breathe your collarbone open. Feel your feet grounding you, and just get heavy in your legs, get rooted. Let the breath just flow. It's an ujjayi breath. You got it. You can let your dristi find its way back to whatever's most comfortable for you now. Couple more breaths. So just changing little things sometimes makes all the difference in the practice. We do everything always the same. Everything's always the same. then nothing changes. So here we go into a modified hovering extended side angle. Don't let your left arm rest. Hover it over the top of the thigh with your palm facing open. You have to focus on creating the shape in the lower half of the body. You got it. Reach your right arm up or wrap it up and forward, depending on you. So you're creating the shape, but you're not actually going into the pose with that arm dumping down. You got it. Grip your left hip under you. Circle the top arm, warrior two, pull it up. Get a little heavier in your legs, even out the stance. Rest your left arm on the top of the left thigh, reach your right arm up and forward. Modified extended side angle. Stay with it. Grip your left hip underneath you, turn your bottom ribs, soften the shoulder. Circle the top arm, warrior two, pull yourself up. Look forward, take it to the floor, vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog should feel good if you're experiencing it. Hips up and back, down dog. Land your right foot smack in between your hands, turn your back foot strong, cartwheel open, warrior two. You got it. Reach out with your right hand, place it to the outside of your right foot. If you're, dealing with an injury, I like a block. You can use the block to the outside of the right foot. You can always rest your arm back on the top of the thigh. Yeah. Top arm reaches straight up or up and forward with your top arm. Nice. So play with the height of the block, where you think the block needs to be. Sometimes it needs to be super high. Yeah. Sometimes you're like, now I'm just being lazy and it can be a little lower, right? I mean, some of the stuff that I've done in my home practices, I'm like, really? Really, Julie? But then you're just like, you know what? If that's what you need, just do it. Who cares? Grip the hip in strong, turn the bottom ribs. It's not about impressing yourself or anybody else. So keep tracking this knee. There you go. It's about doing what you need and what you feel is right and good. Tracy, it looks awesome. Top arm, top leg, warrior two, bring it up. Get heavier in your legs, look forward, circle to the floor, vinyasa, keep it moving. Up dog should feel good. Hips up and back, down dog. Without thinking, left foot lands, turn your back foot on an angle, cartwheel open, warrior two. It should feel a lot better now. Take a second to just recreate the positioning. Look forward, reach out with your left hand, place a block outside of foot. Top arm reaches straight up or up and forward. So when your arm wraps up and forward, you're creating this amazing extension, and the extension's coming from the outer blade of your back foot. So it's a straight line of energy. Yeah, so you may find that one side, Lindsay, needs like more, depending. There you go. Make a connection with the outside of your left leg and the inside of your left arm. Know if you need to back out. Looks good, Steph. Get heavier in your front thigh. Stay with it. Keep gripping that left hip underneath you and turning your bottom ribs. 2 more breaths. Top arm, top leg, circle yourself up, warrior two. You got to come out the way you went in. Look forward, take it to the floor, vinyasa, plank position through a chaturanga or right to a down dog if you're not interested. When you get to your down dog, land your right foot smack in between your hands, turn your back foot on a strong angle, cartwheel open, warrior two. Keep it going. Feels better than before. Isn't that something? Straighten your right leg on track, reach out with your right hand, triangle pose. Grab somewhere on the front of your shin. So back foot, Jenna, turn the toes in a little bit more towards me. Yeah, perfect. Grab anywhere on the front of your front shin and pull up, or you can always use a block to the outside of your calf if you feel like you need a little more lift out of your low back. Top arm wrap straight up towards the sky. Yes. Stack the 2 shoulders. Lift from your waist. Perfect. Stay with this. Definitely have a little micro bend behind your front right knee. Yeah. Focus heavily on your front right leg, keeping your foot forward, gripping your right hip in strong. Look forward with your eyes, transfer forward into half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So, you know, the elements of outside practice sometimes becomes a little tricky. Find your block enough forward in front of you that you can find your balance today. So you want your hand on something. Yes. Clawing the hand, left arm extends open towards the sky. Grip your right hip underneath you, flex your left toes strong, and turn your bottom ribs. If you feel the need to add Shavasana today, reach back, grab your ankle, kick behind you. It's optional. Sometimes it's not for everybody. Nice work. And then maybe you lighten your right hand a little bit. Really nice half moons. And if you fall, it's just yoga. You get an opportunity to restart anytime. Release any binds. Look to the floor, square your hips, step your feet together, sit into chair, weight moves into your heels. Slide your hands to a prayer at heart. Inhale the breath, hook the elbow, twist to the right. So I taught this the other day where we actually didn't even hook it. We air twist. So know that's always an option too. Yes, so if your lower back is sensitive, split your feet, Lindsay, apart a little and air twist and really focus on making your left knee line up with your right because that's the most important part. You know what might help? I've been doing it this way. My toes together and my heels split apart a little. For some reason, it just creates a little bit of yeah, just a little though. Yeah. Play with it. You got to play with it. It's your body. Your body's always changing. Like our minds are changing. Keep the weight heavy in your legs and twist open here. Let the shins move back, the weight stay in the heels. Strong in your legs, don't give up, chair pose. When you're in this chair, drop your seat super low, like really get low, 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 low. Fold forward over the legs, forward fold. Come to the fingertips, long spine, step or float through your vinyasa. Just keep it moving. That's the goal this morning. Up dog, hips up and back, down dog. Land your left foot smack in between your hands, turn your back foot on a strong angle. Cartwheel open, warrior two. Find the position first, then straighten the front leg, maybe tighten up the stance if you need to. Reach out, left hand somewhere on your left shin, right arm up. Practice on the simplicity of the poses, not making things complicated. Doesn't need to be complicated. It's not a show, it's just an experience in your body. Side ribs engage, grip your left hip under you. Tighten it up. The longer you hold, more opportunity to get grounded and feel stability in your body. Stay with it, a few more. So a lot of attention and awareness on your front foot, keeping it forward and gripping your left hip under you like Tadasana. Look down and see if you can seamlessly step up into half moon. And just give yourself the opportunity to try. And if you have objects in the way, it just makes things a little more interesting. Yeah. Yeah, try to stack your body neatly and nicely. Flex the top foot. You got it. Bring it a little closer, Liz. It's going to be easier. Yeah. And then if you feel like you need to embellish, you add in this morning. Top foot can clasp into a bind. You can work on balance. You got it, Jenna. You're doing great. It's not about perfecting any of these poses. It's about just doing them the best that you can. That's it. Take your bottom rib staff and turn them towards Sarah. Nice. I know it's going to make it more challenging. Couple more breaths. Regular half moon. Find that first. Don't be in a rush for the next thing. Look down, square your hips, slide your feet together or separate them a little if that's more comfortable. Sit deep into chair. Strong chair. Slide your hands to prayer. Inhale your breath, hook the elbow or air twist, depending on what's going on in your body. What's important is the two knees stay lined up. Yeah, you got to 10 deep. So don't get so caught up in like, I need to hook it. You just stay a little upright and keep the weight in your heels and create the shape. Yes. Maybe you open your arms, maybe not. Amy W, it looks awesome. Try not to lead with your neck. Yeah, there you go. Keep the weight moving back into your, there you go. Now you're not gonna have a stiff neck after class. Couple more, watch your right knee that it doesn't slide past your left. Keep the breath flowing. Strong legs, fierce mind, chair. Sit a little deeper because you can. Yeah, keep your arms moving up and your lower half of the body moving down. Shift the weight back into yours. Keep lifting your chest. Shoot up to stand up. Gotcha. Jess was ready to fold. Hands to prayer. Drop your arms. Separate your feet, hips with distance. Reach down and grab your right knee. Yeah, just like this. And your left hand to your hip. You have to do a little balance work here. Grab your big toe with a peace sign grip if you can move on. Left leg must stay super straight. Right leg hinges forward only if you have this range of motion. The leg can stay bent. It doesn't have to be pinned straight. What's important is that your lower back stays aligned. You're not dumping into your lower spine. And you're only kicking with the hamstring flexibility that your body has right now. Left arm can breathe straight up towards the sky. You got it. Fix your eyes on something that's not moving and take the round out of your spine. You're going to switch the grip, which means you're going to grab the outer blade of your front foot or the outside of your front knee, thigh area, and reach your right arm back. So take your left hand step to the outside of your right thigh, and then reach your right arm back and breathe your right palm open. If you're kicking your leg forward for dancing Shiva, you're holding onto the outer blade of your front foot. Start to look back with your eyes. That is the goal. Pull around to center, legs up, arm up. Both arms up, leg up. Lift high. Lift high. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh, and now sit into chair. Yeah, if you need to like give your right leg a little assistance, sometimes that's needed. But you're in chair, your arms are reaching up, your seat is dropping low, and your right foot is flexed strong. Good, we're gonna get in there today. You're gonna come down and you're gonna use the back of your triceps to press against the front of your right shin and make a little barrier here. Bring your hands to a prayer. Perfect. Caddy the back of your elbows into the front of your right shin. And then flex your foot strong around the outside of that tricep. Work on moving the weight back into your standing left heel and getting real heavy with your legs. If you can't deal with it and you need to place your hands on the block or the floor, or you're dying to fly, then go for it. If not, just stay here, a few more breaths. Patience, it's a virtue. If you're flying or your hands are on the floor, come back and meet us. And then try this. At the same time, bring your hands to your hips, press up to stand, lower the right foot down. Stand for a second. The weight shifts onto the right leg, bend your left leg in half, grab below the left knee, or grab your big toe. Right hand on hip. Kick the leg forward, or keep your hand leg bent in half. Grow your right arm up. The growth of the posture happens from the right side of your body. Stand up really tall, draw the waist up. Switch the grip, grab the outside of the foot or keep the knee bent and do it that way. Start to look back, use the outside, so switch hands, Jenna. And then you look towards Erica and then you look back towards the woods in time. Not all today, not all at once. Pull around to center, leg stays up. See if you can straighten it, bring your arms up. Lift it a little higher, you got this. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh, keep your arms moving up, then sit into chair. If your left foot needs a little help, slide it and get it set up. Flex the foot strong. Start to come forward, caddy your elbows in front of your shin, bring your hands into a prayer. Get in there. Flex the foot strong around the outer part of your right tricep. Keep sticking your butt back. Take the round out of the upper back if you can. Nice. If the hands need to float to the floor of blocks, do that. If you die in a fly in the pose, do that too. If you're flying, come up and meet us. And then try at the same time, hands to your hips. Pull yourself up. Lower the foot to the floor. Stand for a second. Good. Hands to your hips, slide your left foot back. Walk the right foot to the right. So you're about hips width distance. It's about 3 feet in between your 2 feet. Right hand on your hip, left arm extends straight up. Anchor, reach up, come forward, come halfway down, steer your right hip back, like give yourself a little manual assist here. And then your hand comes to your shin or to a block. We're setting up for twisting triangle. Yeah. Yeah, Julie, take the block higher and closer to your front foot. There you go. And I don't know if your stance is too short, so play with it. Yeah. Yeah. And your top arm does not at all ever have to go up. It can stay on the flat part of your back. Some days you come to this and the twisting just doesn't feel that great in the back. So don't force it. Just keep your hand and guide yourself into the pose. Yeah, you want to grip your hips underneath you and you want to anchor your legs and your feet. You can walk your right foot, Lucy, a little to the right if you want. Stay with it, guys. Look down, stay here or move on to a few breaths in revolved Ardha Chandrasana, revolved Ardha Chandrasana. So the block comes forward and it's like a little warrior 3. Your hand can stay on the flat part of your back, but you're breathing your back leg up. Yeah, switch hands, Jess. There you go. Breathe your back leg up so it's hip height. Stack your body neatly and nicely and twist open. All right, we're about to have some fun. Here we go. You're gonna look to the floor. Bring the right hand down for a second. So you're just kind of in this warrior 3. So very slowly start to bring your arms back into a warrior 3. Slide your hands to your hips for me. Press into the standing right leg. Come up and wrap your left thigh around your right thigh for eagle legs. Your hands are on your hips. Get this set first. Once you get this, wrap your left arm under your right arm. I had to think for a second if that was my left arm. Steer your hips back. Keep the weight into your heel. Yeah. Get heavier in your legs. You got to bend your right leg heavy. Yeah. So keep your legs this shape, okay? Don't move them yet. Just unravel your arms straight up. You're gonna press up and extend your left leg back, crescent lunge, and it may kind of be a hot mess, but your right leg is forward, so switch legs, Jenna. For some reason, you're on the wrong leg and it's okay. Back leg is strong. High on the ball of your back foot. Hands draw to prayer at heart. Inhale the breath, lean out, hook the elbow, and twist. Yeah, and if you need to back out of this morning, drop your back knee down and give yourself some support. Yeah, get in there. Lean back, open up your arms if you want more, or be content with where you're at. Activate all the muscles around your back left knee, quadricep, and thigh area. Twist open. Last couple breaths. Everyone looks ecstatic, like they're really enjoying their practices. Breathe. Look down, place both hands to the floor. Plant your left palm, peel your right arm open, easy twist. It's just a segue. Here we go. We're going to step into a side plank Vashisthasana. I will show you my modification. I pivot and do a modified side plank, which looks like this. The left hand is down, the left knee is down, the right leg is lifting up, hip height. You got it. Forearm side plank, regular side plank. You got it. Lift a little higher. Plank position. Chaturanga Dandasana. Pull yourself to a smooth up dog. Point your toes. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Scoot your back foot in. Slide your hands on your hips and just pull yourself up. So arrange your feet here. So we're on the left side of setting up for twisting triangle. Left hand is on your hip. Right arm extends up. Inhale that breath. Steer your left hip back as you come halfway down. And the rest of the way, slide your hand onto a block. Left hand can just stay on the flat part of your back this morning. Guide your hips back, activate your legs, and the twist is happening where all the little ribs are in our body. Yes. Grip the bottom hip in. Twist a little deeper. Good, so everyone do this. Take your left hand and slide it to the flat part of your back. Yeah, look down, move the block out in front of you a little, and then let your right leg just pop up hip height. So just do this much, because this is really the posture. This is all you need to do into evolved Ardha Chandrasana. Breathe that right leg up, flex the foot, hip height. Then if you feel you want to add the left arm into the party, you can. If not, just keep your hand on the flat part of your back and twist here. Side ribs long. Two more. Good, look to the floor, take the left hand down. It's like a little warrior three for a second. Good, slide your hands to your hips. You can do this. Bend behind your left knee, keep your hands on your hips. Keep bending the left leg, come up to stand and wrap your right thigh around your left thigh. Just do this much first and the foot may not go around the calf. Keep bending your left leg in half. Then wrap your left arm underneath your right arm underneath your left arm. Gotcha. And sit. Eagle, Virasana. Stick your butt back. Weight is in the standing left heel. Squeeze everything tight down the center line of your body. Lift your chest up like you're in chair. Keep the lower half of the body tight. Unravel your arms up like warrior one arms or like chair pose arms. Guide your threaded right leg back, crescent lunge. Take a giant step back. Trust that you know where your foot needs to go. Slide the hands to prayer at heart. Inhale the breath, lean out, hook the elbow and twist. Drop the back knee if you need a little assistance. A little TLC, I call it. Yeah. Get in there, crescent with a twist. Back leg is strong or the knee can come down. So you want the feeling of leaning back a tiny bit, getting the crown of the head in line with your back right heel. Stay with it. Last few breaths. This is where the magic happens. Look down, place both hands to the floor, right palm flat, left arm open, just a breath or two in an easy twist. You're ready to move on. Segue into your side plank Vashisthasana. So you can just slide back into a Vashisthasana side plank. You can drop the bottom knee. I've been doing it like this. Right hand tense. I tent the right hand. Yeah, the forearm can drop. Any version of a side plank that you can hold for 3, 4, 5 breaths. Nice work. Keep the hips stacked evenly. Plank position, slow. Drop to your forearms, forearm plank. Your elbows may need to come in a little closer. Tighten it up. Forearm plank. Contract your thighs, let the crown of the head and the energy of that move forward. Keep your arms the way they are, keep your neck neutral. Start to walk your feet in for dolphin pose. The dolphin is essentially just down dog on your forearms. Yeah. Really nice work. Make sure your head, Amy, isn't on the ground yet. It's okay. Okay. Stay here. Breathe your right leg up, hip height, flex the foot. Hug your left hip in super strong. Lower the right foot down. Do it slow. Breathe your left leg up, hip height. Grip your hips in strong. Stay with it. Lower the left foot down. Dolphin pose. 5 more breaths. 5 more breaths. Keep yourselves up. This is if you were not outside and had all the elements of nature, you go upside down. Child's pose. Yes. Back full circle this morning, child's pose. Good. Guys, press up into all fours, tabletop position. Yeah. Curl the left toes into the mat. Slide your right leg back so it's hip height. It's going to look like this. Slide your left arm forward. Yeah. Perfect. Reach your left arm back like you're swimming. Good. Bend your right knee, crease, flex the foot. So this could be where you stop today. If you can get hold of your ankle with your foot, then kick your foot up and back, but keep your whole body squared towards the ground. Breathe your collarbone open. Plug your right hand down. Fire up your right thigh and kick up into your right hand, into your left hand. Your right thigh lifts into your left hand. Release the arm, release the leg. Yeah. Take the left hand down to the ground, but keep your right leg lifted in space. Hug your right knee in towards your navel. You're in a tabletop position with your right knee hugging in. Step your right foot forward and through beyond your fingertips. Your left knee is straight up and down. You can pat Sarah if you need to. Sweep your arms straight up towards the sky. So rather than having that thigh back, you're straight up and down with your leg. Your right hip grips in. Drop your arms by your side body. Interlace your hands behind your back. Breathe your collarbone and your chest open and start to go into a back bend here. Good. Subtle movements into our back bend. Yes. Collarbone and chest opens. Stay here, breathe. Grip your right hip in strong. Pull your torso upright. Sweep your arms up towards the sky. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Anchor through your hands, hug your right knee towards your navel, and then slide your right knee back, tabletop position. Okay, extend your left leg back behind you and your right arm forward. So just reaching and stretching in opposite directions. Reach back with your right arm, bend your left knee and see if you can get hold of your left ankle with your right hand. Fire up your thigh and kick up and back. So this is a back bend right here. Not every back bend in every class needs to be wheel, bridge. Half the time we're not even doing it. Grip the hip in strong. Stay with it. Reach the arm and the leg out in opposite directions. Good. Keep the left leg lifted in space. Bring the right hand down to the ground. Hug the left knee in towards the navel. Make this an active kind of effort. Look forward, land your left foot smack. Come to your fingertips. Right knee is straight up and down. Left foot is directly underneath your knee. Arms reach up. Arms drop down. Opposite grip. Inhale the breath. Breathe the collarbone and the chest open. Stand up nice and tall. Take your back bend. Yeah. Grip the left hip underneath you. The front ribs move forward. Another big breath in. Pull the torso up, wrap the arms up towards the sky. You got it. Hands come down, hug the left knee in. You're in this little tabletop position with the knee hugging in. Slide the left leg back. Good. Lift the hips, down dog. Last time today. Roll forward plank, clean it up. Chaturanga. Up dog should feel pretty powerful and invigorating, or not. Hips up and back, down dog. Slide your right knee forward, half pigeon. 1 minute on this side. For something's going on in your knee, and this doesn't feel good, you go onto your backs and we thread the needle. Let yourself relax in the pose. Plant your palms, curl the toes, lift your hips, step to a dog, and just feed your left leg forward and through, half pigeon on the other side. Let your body, your mind, everything just melt. Jenna, turn your right thigh so it's down. There you go. Sometimes what I even do is I curl my back toes into the mat just to remind myself to like straighten this leg out. Yeah. Use the strength of your body. Come on up and lean onto the left side. Swing your right leg forward. Yeah. Bend your legs in half, lay down on your backs, one set of bridge or wheel, or however you want to kind of like put that all together for yourself. Maybe it's just lifting up and creating robot-like arms and creating a dimension of a lift from your tailbone to the back to the knees. Maybe you're able to clasp your hands underneath your lower back. Maybe you're feeling like I'm ready for a nice full wheel and I can go up safely and make it feel effective. Everybody's different here. The feet are moving forward though. The thighs are turning down and under. Maybe you're sliding a block underneath your lower back. It kind of goes under your tailbone, not under your back. Nice work. Lift up a little higher. Exhale your breath, start to lower. As you come down, do it slowly. Let the lower back hit the ground. Exhale all the breath out and hug your knees towards your navel. Give them a squeeze in. Reach for the outer blades of your feet. Pull your knees down around your rib cage. Happy baby. Lengthen the tailbone. Good. Straighten your legs so they're in a wide straddle. Mine don't go so wide, so I'm just kind of a little bit reaching for the outer blades of my feet. Keep letting the lower spine melt towards the ground. Slide your hands in between your thighs. Wrap yourself up and hold. Yeah, flex your feet strong. So reach your hands, Rima, straight forward towards the glass doors in a prayer and lift the back of the shoulders up, scooping out your belly. Flex your feet strong. Yeah. Bring your legs together, reach your arms forward, lift up higher. Good. Keep reaching your arms forward, lower your legs halfway. If it's too much, don't do it. Just keep the legs straight up and down. Lower the legs an inch so they hover. Scoop out the belly, hover everything from the ground. Low Ardha Navasana. Exhale the breath, let it go. Shavasana, complete rest. If you have 2 blocks, slide them underneath your thighs. If you have 1, you could use it to prop your head up, whatever you're comfortable with. Complete rest right now. Shavasana. We come for this, seriously. The next minute or 2, complete stillness. Exhale your breath and just leave it all behind.